Hi everyone! As the title of this video is indicating, today is a kitchen tour. So as per my previous video, I will talk to you a little bit about the kitchen when we moved in, and then I will show you how it is today. Also, if you like anything you're seeing today, there will be links in the description box below so you can find all the details of what I'm showing you. So as you can see on that real estate agent pictures, when we moved in, the kitchen was already pretty decent. I mean, it was a brand new white kitchen with wood countertop. It was a good size, mostly by London standard, where kitchens can be very, very small. Our previous place, the kitchen was actually half the size of what you're seeing right now. White kitchens are not my favorite, but I was fairly happy to embrace it. It was brand new, and it was good quality. What we decided to do with Andrew is to live in the house for a couple of months, just to figure out what we really needed. And we quickly found out that we were missing a lot of storage space, which is a theme in this house, to be honest. So we had to add some storage space into the kitchen. And also what we really needed was a casual dining space for when it's just Andy and I on a Monday evening and we cannot be bothered setting up the dining table. So those were the two challenges we had to figure out when rethinking the kitchen. Now let me show you the kitchen today. I hope you like it. So as I mentioned before on the blog and on this channel, a house is an upside down house, which means that our living space is upstairs. Hi Buff, are you happy? Our living space is upstairs and it's one big open plan room. So the way we enter the kitchen is through the stairs. And here is our kitchen on the right of the open space. And on the left of the kitchen is our dining space and our living room. But I'm not showing you the living room and the dining room just yet, because it's not exactly where I want them to be. So stay tuned, because there'll definitely be more video coming up this year with our living room and dining space. In the meantime, let's go back to the kitchen. As you saw on the before picture, this is the section of the kitchen that was already there when we moved in. And then if I take a step back, you've got this island we added and those cabinets there we added. So none of that was there when we moved in. So how about we start with the section we added. Andrew and I lived in this house for a good 2-3 months before we decided what we really needed to add to the kitchen. It was just a good way to know exactly what we were missing. And pretty quickly we figured out that what we were really missing was storage. Even though the kitchen behind me is not that bad, we were still missing a fair amount of storage for like a pantry or for like cooking accessories, big salad bowl and stuff. So we got those cabinets fitted. Those are the exact match to the already fitted kitchen. Andrew simply sourced the name of the brand that was doing those cabinets and found a local kitchen fitting company that could do that for us. This section is our pantry. I'm just not going to show it to you into detail, but that's our pantry. This is for like big item like salad bowls, and then up there we've got tea towels, like baking accessories and tools and all that. And above there is what I would call our breakfast area. simply because we've got our coffee station with the Nespresso machine, so I'm sure some of you will immediately think that, you know, Nespresso is not great for the environment and all that with the capsules and stuff. So rest assured that Andrew and I are doing everything possible to recycle these, and we are going to the shop to recycle them every now and then. So, you know, we are doing what we can here, but we do love a good espresso. And then for those of you that are wondering if an espresso machine worth the investment, this is a very old one, so definitely worth it. They are a very sturdy machine. And this one was given to us by my parents, who had been using it for a while, like a good few years, before they gave it to us. And that was about 3 years ago. So definitely worth the investment. Then we've got a milk frother, which is amazing to do lattes, and then in the winter to do chai lattes and hot chocolate. Yeah, it's great. We love that one. And then you've got his and hers coffee syrup. So Andy is a big caramel fan, and I am a bit of a cliche, but I am a big fan of pumpkin spice latte. So that's my bottle. Then an espresso capsule, and this tin is from M&S. It's quite old. I think it was made for like some sort of celebration, like a jubilee or something for the Queen. And it's very special to me because I bought the exact same one for my grandpa, and it was the last time I saw him, I gave that to him. So yeah, so I made sure to buy one for myself because it's quite a sentimental piece. And then next to it you've got those West Elm marble coasters, and then those little initials coasters that were given to us by my brother and sister-in-law. Then you've got our muesli. This is an Orla Kili, I'm not sure how to pronounce her name properly, but Orla Kili tin with our porridge in it, the oats for the porridge. Tea, sugar, coffee, and then above it you've got my good old trusty Bialetti coffee maker, which I got when I was a student at university and was using every morning. Next to it you've got our Bodum French press, which is really great if you like French press. Really recommend investing into one of those. Those two are being used every week, so yeah, we are big coffee lovers. Next to it, little trinkets. And then to keep it real, and because every kitchen got it, this is our bin corner. So you've got the food bin, general waste, recycling bin with a recycling tag so our guests know where recycling is going. And still, to keep it very real, and because we are cat owner and the sun is playing, so I'm not sure you can see that properly, this is a buffer scratching post, which, you know, in terms of scratching post, is not the ugliest one you can find. So I was pretty happy with that one. It's very sturdy. And not too ugly. Moving on, next to the scratching post, we've got that DIY radiator shelves. We've done it ourselves. On it, you've got a little succulent plant over there, a little pot my aunt did, a little ham, rabbit, wine drinking rabbit print that did not make any sense. Let me say it again. A ham or HAM wine rabbit print. So ham is, I say ham, it might be HAM, I'm not sure, but they're famous for their rabbit prints, doing human things like yoga and cycling, and in that case drinking wine. Next to it, this picture was taken by my brother, who is an artist, and then we've got this IKEA planter with a succulent and an aloe vera, which are the only plants I'm not killing, really. Above the radiator shelf you will find our kitchen themed gallery wall. Again, I've got a blog post that detail everything, which is in the description box. But I wanted to make sure that this wall had kind of a kitchen theme, simply because our living space is fully open plan. So bringing themed art pieces was a way to just define the different spaces. So this cutlery print is from King & McGo. The clock, Andrew picked that one. It's a black clock with a copper frame. Then the Attanti Algato ceramic tile is from our trip to the Amalfi Coast, and we loved it just because it looks very much like that little guy right there. Hi. And then on the left hand side you've got a pig print we got in my favorite deli shop in Tuscany. Again, I will put the link in the description box so you know where it is. And then that Café du Brésil vintage print was a Christmas gift from my parents. And all of them are framed in either Habitat or King & McGo frames. And for those of you wondering why the sun is playing up so much and why there's so many reflection in everything I'm filming, this is why. We've got 3 skylight windows, which is great because it makes our space very bright, but it's terrible when you're filming like I am today. Then when we moved into the house, we quickly figured out with Andy that what we needed is kind of a casual eating area. We do have a dining space, a dining area, but when it's just Andy and I, we've got a tendency to just eat here because it's less fuss and more casual. We also really needed more storage. It's a theme in this house. Unfortunately, it's the theme in a lot of new built houses in the UK. So we thought, how about getting an island in that huge space we've got in the middle of the kitchen? And this one is from IKEA. We originally considered getting an island made with the same kind of cabinet we've got in the remainder of the kitchen, but it was just too expensive. And then I spent a bit of time browsing on the internet and found this IKEA island for just a couple of £100. And the great thing is that the countertop of the island matched perfectly our cabinet countertop, and the color of the cabinets match kind of the color of the island itself. And the sun is being a nightmare right now. So on the island we've got 2 placemats that are from IKEA and just easy to wipe. Then this is our fruit bowl, which is from Flying Tiger. I just love the metallic geometrical shape of it, and the color, kind of that seaweed teal color, ties in very nicely with what you will see just a little bit later in the tour. So there's definitely a little bit of a color theme here. At the moment we've got no fruit in our fruit bowl simply because we've got a heat wave here in London, and any fruit staying here would just, yeah, die. Next to it I've got this, again, geometrical concrete Zara home vase with eucalyptus in it, which is the only type of plant that will survive in this heat in a vase. I just wanted concrete because I wanted to bring a little bit of grittiness to a very white kitchen, and I'm personally not a white kitchen person, but obviously we had no budget to redo it completely, so I had to embrace it. And I wanted to bring a little bit of masculinity and a little bit of grittiness to the space, hence the concrete. Next to it we also got at the moment this Cat Oliver Bonas candle, which is very fresh and flowery, and this is usually where I put like a seasonal candle. So at the moment it's quite fresh because it's summer. In the autumn I'll put a like pumpkin spice candle. In the winter before Christmas it'll be a Christmas candle, etc., etc. So this is kind of where I put a little bit of seasonal decoration. The bar stool I picked, I believe, are from Lakeland Furniture. Again, please do check the link I will put in the description box below because my memory is failing me right now, so I'm not 100% certain. Those are kind of industrial metallic, that very dark metal, kind of charcoal metal color. Again, simply because the kitchen is so white that I wanted to break the white and the wood with something more masculine and darker, just to inject a little bit of soul to the room and make it a little bit more interesting to see, because this is the main view you've got when you are in our living space. Then this is the hub of the kitchen. This is a buffer HQ with his water bowl, food bowl, feeding mat, because he is a very messy eater. All those are from Pets at Home. And then next to it you've got another Orla Kili tin with his food in it. And we are now moving to the original section of the kitchen. So on the right hand side you've got fridge, freezer, storage, oven, storage, dishwasher, more storage, boiler. And on the countertop you've got a condiment and knife section. You will see that this is very much a French household, as all my condiments come from France. And then on the left hand side, so our backsplash are like those subway tile in kind of a seaweed color, I would say. It's not turquoise, it's much paler and grayer than that. Next to it I've got this ustensile pot, which ties in nicely again with the tile. This is an Alessi cat jar where we store all Buffer's treat. And I will clarify right now before any of you is commenting, this is not weed, this is catnip. Just thought I would clarify so no one gets the wrong idea. Next to it we've got this Magimix Compact, which is an amazing food processor. I could not recommend it enough. Andrew and I are using it very often. It is the perfect size for the two of us, but also when we are hosting, to cut vegetables for a good 4 to 6 people. And this was gifted to us by Andrew's parents as a Christmas gift, which was very generous, and we love it. We use it all the time. Then you've got, of course, our microwave, little bits and bob, kitchen bits and bob, our sink with this little sponge and cleaning product holder from Joseph. This is a hand soap which I absolutely love. I love the scent, and it's from the Galerie Lafayette in France. So if you're visiting France, I would really recommend you get one of those. It's a good Aesop soap dupe, I would say. Next to the soap you've got this IKEA pot to dry cutlery, and then these are our DeLonghi 4-slice toaster and our kettle. 4-slice is, I'm gonna be honest, a little bit over the top, but we fell in love with this DeLonghi design. However, when we wanted to buy it, they were discontinuing it. So at the time we wanted the 2-slice toaster, but it was already sold out, so we had to settle for the 4-slice toaster, which is fine. We actually do use it. And the kettle. And what I love about that design is that it is a bit vintage, but less vintage than some of their other design. Also, I love the color, which is quite masculine and metallic, and again ties in quite nicely with those stools. A couple of last things to show you. So I really wanted a rug for this space in the kitchen, because otherwise it was quite an empty, negative space. So I got this rug at TK Maxx. I was specifically looking for something a little bit different, a little bit bohemian, and found this one at TK Maxx. And actually, if you are looking for any type of soft furnishing like rugs or cushions, you should absolutely check out TK Maxx and HomeSense if you live in the UK, simply because chances are they will have what you're looking for a very decent price. Finally, we've got those Edison light bulb pendants. I would like to take credits for those, but actually our developer got those fitted before we moved in. They had pretty decent taste and got those fitted, and I have to say those are fantastic on a dark day in London or in the winter when the days are very short, because they bring a lot of warm light to the room, which in a room with such high ceilings, it can be challenging to make it feel cozy, and those definitely do the job. So that's it, that was our kitchen. I really apologize for the terrible lighting. The sun is just a little bit bananas today in London, unfortunately, so I just hope you can see half of what I'm showing you. I'll make sure that next time I'm not filming on a sunny day. Anyway, if you liked how the kitchen turned out, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, because I will be showing you the remainder of the house hopefully very soon. Bye!